Story 1. You are all commenting on the same types of breakfasts: potatoes, eggs, bacon, and so on. Well, guess who brought the maple syrup? Story 2. In Malaysia, we have a wide variety of foods to choose from, such as roti canai, fried noodles, nasi lemak, and toast with kaya. Story 3. I understand this may be an unpopular opinion, but I prefer a German or Scandinavian-style breakfast. It includes bread, cheese, cold cuts or smoked meats, or a pâté like Braunschweiger, ideally accompanied by a nice soft-boiled or easy-cooked egg and plenty of coffee. Depending on the season, I may also enjoy some fresh fruit or preserves. Story 4. I still think about that morning in Edinburgh when I ordered the full Scottish breakfast with haggis. Story 5. Persian cuisine includes tea, herbs, cheese, and Burberry bread. You might also enjoy it with honey and jam. I have a strong preference for Persian food overall. It's delicious. Story 6. In Vietnam, pho is delicious, especially when enjoyed outdoors on a humid day while sitting on a small stool. Story 7. American French toast, pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns, breakfast potatoes, avocado toast, everything bagels, and orange juice. Yum. Story 8. I miss the hard rolls from Germany when I visited years ago. They had real butter, good jam, and strong coffee. I can't find rolls like that here. Story 9. Whichever one decided we could have everything all at once, sweet and savory. I want my steak, eggs, and toast, but I also want a bite of strawberry or orange nut French toast. Story 10. Slightly biased since I was just there, but Taiwan offers savory soy milk, dough fritters, and xiaobing. They are delicious. Story 11. The Scottish, Irish, especially the Ulster fry, and to a lesser extent the English cannot be beaten. My mind is unchanged on this. Story 12. I enjoy a good old-fashioned American breakfast. Eggs, bacon, and hash browns, with the added bonus of a pancake or waffle. Story 13. America, because we believe in breakfast freedom. Want breakfast? Fine. Dessert for breakfast? Fine. Dinner from last night converted into a sandwich? Fine. Pizza? Fine. Two cultures breakfasts stacked in a bowl and covered in cheese? Fine. You think there are rules? There are no rules here. Story 14. I'm Canadian, and I'll say it, the United States. Chicken fried steak, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, proper bacon, not Britain strange, flaxseed meat, hash browns. American diner breakfast is amazing. Story 15. One of the most memorable breakfasts I have ever had was at a Filipino restaurant in Washington, D.C. I plan to go there every time I am in the area. Story 16. As a garlic enthusiast, I will fight tooth and nail to defend a properly made Filipino breakfast. Garlic rice, cooked with garlic and sprinkled with crunchy garlic bits, is served with sweet garlic longanisa. Sunny side-up eggs with plenty of pepper, pickled grated papaya, and spicy vinegar. We also have salted fish, salted duck eggs, and garlicky cured beef called tapa. Your breath may smell all day, but it is definitely worth it. Story 17. It seems that breakfast is enjoyable pretty much everywhere. Even the English have managed to do it well, which is quite impressive. Story 18. An Irishman here. Kippers on toast with poached eggs is delicious, especially the morning after enjoying some porter. Grilled potato bread with eggs and bacon is excellent as well. I also want to acknowledge our friends across the sea in Scotland for kedgeree, which consists of flaked smoked haddock, rice, hard-boiled eggs, curry powder, lemon juice, butter, parsley, and sultanas. Story 19. Turkish breakfast is absolutely perfect, featuring a traditional spread of cheese, olives, eggs, tomatoes, cucumbers, jam, honey, fruit, sausage, and Turkish tea. Story 20. In Ukraine, we make our own cheesecakes, which are made from cottage cheese shaped into patties and then either fried or roasted. They are served with sour cream, condensed milk, or another sweet sauce. They are called syrnyky. Story 21. I'm biased, but there is nothing quite like a good British fry-up. The challenging part is finding a good one. Story 22, Germany, hands down. It doesn't involve cooking anything, but does require at least 6 different types of bread. Story 23, I haven't experienced many different breakfasts from various cultures, but of those I have, I would definitely say German stands out. Fresh bread, cheese, sausages. It's simple yet effective and delicious. Story 24. Everyone who says that a Southern U.S. breakfast is the best does not own a passport, and if they do, they have never used it. Story 25. I'm not sure they're very big on breakfast there, but the breakfasts I had in France were some of my favorites. Crepes with hazelnut cream and delicious hot chocolate at Angelina, fresh fruit from Les Halles de Lyon, and wonderful goat cheese with bread and croissants from everywhere. Most places offer a lot of eggs and meat, so it was a refreshing change. Story 26. Denmark had delicious bread, butter, muesli, yogurt, fruit, and strong tea or coffee, along with some really pungent cheese. Story 27. I may be biased as an American, but I believe we have this covered. Pancakes or waffles, bacon or sausage, eggs, and home fries or hash browns, along with bottomless coffee. Covers all the bases. Story 28. From my experience, cold places have better breakfasts than warm places because you need all the calories and warmth you can get. Story 29. I don't know if Britons really eat English breakfast, but I love it so much. It's perfect. I really love Japanese cuisine as well. Rice, fish, soup, and egg. Story 30. The full British breakfast is one of the best. How can I substantiate this claim? I believe it serves as the literary starting point for the Hobbit breakfast, which, if you accept the lore of the books, is exemplary. Story 31. Mexican food is the best for hangovers. You get a bowl of papaya and lime to start. Then you can have either chilaquiles, huevos rancheros, or mallets, along with potatoes and chorizo, all paired with agua fresca. Usually, you finish off with a cup of coffee. This food can help alleviate feelings of depression. Story 32. Great Britain and Ireland. Germany and France. North America. My stomach doesn't want anything else. Australia and New Zealand are fine too. If I'm not staying in a decent hotel in the Far East, I will need to find a McDonald's or something because I don't want rice and noodles for breakfast. Story 33. Germany, especially Bavaria, is known for its 2 pairs of white sausages with pretzels, wheat beer, and sweet mustard. There's nothing better than that. Story 34. I really enjoy Scandinavian breakfasts. Crisp bread with cold cuts and slices of cheese is light and satisfying in the morning. Additionally, the butter and cheese there are exceptional. Story 35. I'm convinced it's the Scandinavian countries that offer exceptional cuisine. Their cheese, meat, fish, and good bread stand out. To be fair, I'm not sure if this is a cultural aspect or if I've just gotten lucky with the hotels I've stayed at. Story 36. I am partial to the French, but I also like Japanese, even though it can be foreign to my American sensibilities. Story 37. I had excellent breakfasts on vacation in Thailand, including cold noodles, sticky rice with filling steamed in a leaf, and fruit. I am not sure if that is common food or meant for tourists. Story 38. Honestly, it doesn't matter as long as it's being cooked with love by a caring middle-aged or older person. Nothing compares to the cooking of a mother or grandmother, even if they are not my own. Story 39. Chinese dim sum is my favorite. I was in China for a while and you have to raise your voice to hold a conversation, but the food is amazing. Story 40. Cook on YouTube did a series on breakfasts from around the world and ranked each one submitted by users. Story 41. Joshua Weissman did a series on this topic. It was fascinating to see so many different breakfasts I had never heard of. I believe there were additional videos featuring fewer countries represented. Story 42. I am surprised Italian has not come up. For me, by far the best is Austrian, followed by German and French for their great bread. The only thing I miss in Europe is fresh fruits like in Southeast Asia. Story 43. Mina. Fresh, fluffy pita bread, silky hummus, sliced tomatoes and cucumber, eggs scrambled in olive oil, cheese, and fresh fruit, all capped off with mint-infused black tea. Story 44. I wouldn't claim it's the best, but the Dutch do it quite well. Bread or crisp bread with cheese is simple yet good, especially considering the Netherlands' excellent selection of cheeses. Story 45. Mexicans. I live in Mexico and I love both antojitos such as sopes, quesadillas, and gorditas, as well as chilaquiles. Story 46. South Indian breakfast is a must-try. I recommend enjoying a combination of dosa, idli, sambar, coconut chutney, tomato chutney, and vada. Story 47. This guide rates breakfasts from around the world. Story 48. After reading the comments, I think it is clear that there is no right answer here. Breakfast is important in almost every country and culture. Story 49. My wife and I love breakfast and have tried many different types, but being from the South, my comfort food is a traditional Southern breakfast. Give me some homemade biscuits and sausage gravy, bacon, scrambled eggs, strawberry preserves, and a nice cold glass of milk. I will take that any day. Story 50. Hong Kong. A typical set includes instant noodles, 2 eggs, bread or toast, and a drink for less than $5, with no tax or tip. Also, Vietnam. Story 51. Indonesia with its nasi goreng. For those not yet initiated, nasi goreng is a dish made with leftover rice and packed with flavorful ingredients like bacon, egg, sesame oil, chili, and mushrooms, all combining to create a mouth-watering experience. It was recently rated by 50,000 international travelers as one of the most delicious foods in the world. Story 52. Japanese breakfast will always have my heart. There are so many amazing fish options, steamed rice, miso soup, and something pickled for tang, along with rice and fragrant hot tea. Truly speaks to my soul. I do not really like pancakes or sweets for breakfast. My only exception is fresh bugatsa in Greece, but I do not add anything sweet like my husband does. Story 53. Mediterranean cuisine offers a rich selection of cheese, bread, ham, fresh vegetables, and tea. Story 54. American cuisine feels like a cheat since you can enjoy Tex-Mex along with traditional diner foods. Omelets, eggs, bacon, breakfast sausage, pancakes, waffles, French toast, and then add in Tex-Mex options like breakfast burritos and huevos rancheros. Your options are plentiful. Story 55. Turkey and Mexico offer fresh orange juice, avocados, eggs, excellent muesli, and local yogurt. Any location with fresh local produce grown in sunshine is desirable. Story 56. I would say American. Breakfast is always sweet for me, so pancakes, French toast, donuts, cereal, and brown sugar are my favorites. It's never savory unless it's bacon and eggs on pancakes with a lot of syrup. Hello, my name is, and I'm an addict to sugar. Story 57. I'm from the southern United States and love a full Sunday breakfast, including sausage, eggs, pancakes, and much more. However, the best breakfast? Scandinavian, specifically from Norway. You cannot go wrong with the savory delights and fresh fruit jams. Delicious. Story 58. Many Asian countries offer exceptional breakfasts because they do not restrict them to traditional breakfast dishes. Story 59. Honestly, America has the best breakfast food, in my opinion. Every time I am in a different country, it is a struggle to find good or sometimes any breakfast food, almost as if other cultures do not believe in breakfast or having substance in the morning to get you through the day. Story 60. I have to give this one to America. We've essentially perfected the standard breakfast of eggs, fermented meat, and processed potatoes, and sourdough bread makes the best buttered toast to accompany it. Then there are biscuits and gravy in all their beautiful simplicity and variety. My little city has a place with wonderful basic Southern and New Orleans-style biscuits and gravy, as well as a place with delightful herby and sage-infused options. Breakfast burritos stand out as one of the most beautiful examples of fusion cuisine ever created. Whoever invented mimosas and the Bloody Mary is irrelevant, since we've perfected them. And that's not even mentioning breakfast cereal, Pop-Tarts, and breakfast kolaches, for which Czechia can share credit. I enjoy traveling and I appreciate food in other places, but after about a week and a half, I find myself fantasizing about an American brunch spot. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.